my camera. Okay, is it better because of the internet? Is it? Can you
Yes.
see the screen? Can you still see this?
No, I
Yes,
can
You see
teacher.
conditional sentences. Can see conditional sentences, right?
yeah. No.
Okay, thank you. Because sometimes it will, you on the camera, it will take up more of the capability. Okay, so today we're going to learn conditional sentences. Okay, so what are conditional sentences? Conditional sentences means uh, there are actually four. So that what does it mean? So let's look at the last one first. Okay, so I take the highlighter. Conditional sentences are statements discussing known factor or hypothetical situation and their consequences. Okay, so when do you write conditional sentences? Conditional sentences are when you write something which is known factor, fakta yang memang diketahui, or hypothetical situation ataupun situasi yang dipikirkan sahaja. And then akibat dia. Hypothetical means it can happen or it cannot happen. It's up to the sentences and the consequence. So let's look at this one. So when you make sentences, uh, you're writing about a fact. Okay, kalau fakta, you can use conditional sentences. Kalau sesuatu yang dirancang, wait I answer message a while. Okay, wait for a while. I need to send message to this person. If not, no. They'll keep asking me the form. They are this form 4 students. Okay, sorry to disturb. Okay, because they're having a meeting and so on and got problem with some students that don't attend never do the work. Okay. Okay, next. So next one, so it's hypothetical, sesuatu yang dipikirkan. Okay, so but sometimes it doesn't happen or it happens. It depends on your sentences. Okay, after that there are see, thank. Okay, the message, sorry. There are four types of conditional sentences. Okay, so it is important to use the correct sentence and remember, pay attention to the verb. Okay, the verb is very important. Okay, so what is conditional sentences? Conditional sentences mean when we are trying to write about something which is a fact or hypothetical. Okay, let's look at the first one. You call the first one zero conditional sentences. After that, first conditional sentences, then second conditional sentences, and third conditional sentences. Okay, so let's look at the first one. We are looking at zero. So please memorize the formula. Because grammar, you have formula. So this is how you write. You write if present simple and plus present simple. Okay, so there must be two. If plus present simple, present simple. Okay, let's look at what is zero conditional sentences. Zero conditional sentences express general truth, kenyataan. Situation in which one thing always causes another, about a general truth rather than a specific instances of something. Okay, sesuatu fakta. When using the zero conditional, the correct sentence to use in both clauses is the simple present. Okay, bila kita guna zero conditional, bermaksud we are talking about something which is true. And then we must use both present simple and present simple. Okay, a common mistake is to use the simple future. Many of you will write this. Sometimes also I tend to write this. Okay, simple future cannot use. Simple future, I use a pen. Okay, I use a blue pen. Simple future means when you have the word will. Okay, this is future. So let's look at the first one. If you don't brush your teeth, you get cavities. Is it correct? Fakta, right? Tak gosok gigi dan dapat cavity. So you see the word get is present and don't brush also present because don't brush is from the word do not. Okay, it's from the word do not. Any problem so far? Can you understand? You can on the mic if you want. Okay, next, when people smoke cigarette, so smoke is present, okay, because people a lot, so after that their health will suffers. So say I also use the word will. You cannot say will. Their health suffers. Health tak boleh bilang, cannot count. So it is singular. Okay, so remember our same formula, present. Present will be if singular, you plus s or es, and then plural, no s or es. Okay, so health is kesihatan, you cannot count. So that's why suffer has s. You cannot write when people smoke cigarettes, their health will suffer. This is wrong, okay? Because the formula is present, present. Okay, the last one, if you heat water. So heat here, I didn't write because I want you to find, okay? So actually heat here is a tense, right? The present simple. So if you heat water to 100 degrees, it boils. Water is boiling. So you see the singular for as boils. Okay, so this is called zero conditional sentences. Okay, can you understand? Any problem? Okay, so now we can look at the exercises. Okay, please do this now. Take a pen and a paper and then start writing. Okay, so there are 6 questions there. Okay, can you do number 1? I'm going to ask somebody to answer in the group. Anybody? Just on your mic. If people too much, they get fat. So what's the answer? Anybody? Just on your mic and answer. Hello? Good. On the mic. It's okay. What's the answer for number 1? If people too much, they get fat. Hello? Hello? Don't type in Google Meet, don't type the answer, okay? Just read out the answer. If in YouTube, then you have to type the answer. Anybody? So if people too much, they get. So remember that the formula is if. Remember the formula? What's the formula? That's my pen. My pen is here. Okay, so the formula is if plus simple present tense or present simple. Okay. So this I write. I change the pen. I prefer highlighter. Highlighter bigger can see. So I make a lot of. Okay. So this one if plus present. So this is present. Okay. Another one also plus present. Okay. So both are simple present tense because it is a fact part time. Okay, I have answers now. Let's not waste the time. Because after this I have to go to school. I have to go and arrange the exam papers. Okay. Although there's no exam, we have to put everything in plastic bag according to the classes. Okay. So if people too much, they get fat. So what's the answer?
If
Yes, class.
if
Answer?
if people eat too much, they get fat.
Okay, good. So people many. So here will be eat. Okay, but if I put name, for example, if city. Okay, if I put if city blank too much, and then here I change to be she. So here must be gets. Okay, gets fat. So if city, so you must put s. if I put Siti, okay, if Siti eats too much, she gets fat. Okay, so here also get must change to GETS. Okay, so it depends on the object, the pronouns or the subject.
Oh,
Huh? What's that?
nothing.
Okay, next number 2. If you a fire, you get burned. So what's the answer? Anybody else? Why are you so silent? Because sometimes there's a problem with me. Okay? Yeah, I do not know you are there because I cannot see your face. And then some of you are not even listening. Okay, if you answer number 2. If you touch, right? Okay, TOUCH. If you touch a fire, you get burned. So it's the same spelling. Okay, number 3. People die. Okay, so it's already given. People die if they do not. Okay, contraction will be do not. So contraction is don't. Okay, so do not. It is 2 words, do and not. So people die if they do not. Answer will be eat, right? Because people is plural. Okay, next. Excuse you. Water if you mix hydrogen and oxygen. So the answer will be if you, you get water if you mix hydrogen and oxygen. Snakes. Okay, look at snake. Ask yourself, snake ni plural or singular? So snake is plural. So snake, answer for number 5. Because zero conditional is the easiest. Snake. If one snake will be bites. If many, bite. Okay, so this is the answer, bite. If babies are hungry, baby plural. So are. Okay, are is for plural. If babies are hungry, they, answer will be, because plural, right? So they cry. Okay. But if you write, if my, okay, baby what? Maybe you have a baby sister. So if my baby sister, okay. So if you write baby sister means one person. So will be is. Okay. If my baby sister is hungry, okay. So baby sister will be she. She, okay. What's the answer here? Because she is singular, so become she cries. Okay, because sometimes you do have to write conditional sentences. So if my baby sister is hungry, she cries. Because this is one person, is a she. So here must be is, and then here must be cries. Okay, can you understand the zero conditional? I think it's easy, right? Formula is if plus present plus present. Okay, next. We are looking at the answers. Okay, if people eat too much, they get fat. If you touch a fire, you get burned. People die if they don't eat. You get water if you mix hydrogen and oxygen. Snakes bite if they are scared. Oh, sorry. If babies are hungry, they cry. Okay, so easy, right? Okay, let's look at the second one. Okay, first conditional sentences. First conditional sentences will be if formula plus present simple. Masih simple present. Yes, still present simple. But you must have the word will plus affirmative. Okay. Sekarang baru boleh guna will. But how to use? Okay, very easy. First conditional sentences are used to express situations in which the outcome is likely but not guaranteed to happen in the future. So bermaksud dalam ayat ini mesti ada outcome. Outcome adalah keputusan dia or the effect. Keputusan ataupun kesan dia mesti adalah likely, mungkin berlaku. Okay, kemungkinan besar berlaku, but not guaranteed, tak dijamin. Okay, tetapi dia akan berlaku. Okay, you can see later on the third and the second conditional, it doesn't happen. Okay. So next, use simple present. Yes, correct. In the if clause, bila ada if, dia kena guna simple present. And then simple future tense in the main clause. This is the main clause. After comma ni dipanggil main clause. Don't worry. You do not need to memorize apa itu if clause, apa itu main clause. Okay, you do not need to know that. Okay, can you understand? Just know that if there is a if, so there will be present simple. And then if there is a will, if the next sentence after that, you need to write will and affirmative. Sorry, infinitive. What is infinitive? Infinitive is the original verb, root verb. Perkataan perbuatan yang asal. So you do not put s, you do not put es. Okay? So clause that expresses the unlikely outcome, kemungkinan berlaku. This is how we indicate that under a certain condition as expressed in the if clause, a specific result will likely happen in the future. Example, if you rest, okay, rest is present, you will feel better. So will feel. Is it correct? If you rest, you will feel better? It's correct, right? Okay, good. If you set your mind to a goal, set your mind. Tetapkan pemikiran anda untuk satu goal, satu keputusan. You will eventually achieve. So the next sentence will be you will. So you will, you can write you will. Okay? Or you can do contraction become you. You. This is called contraction. Okay? You cannot write, if you will rest, you will feel better. This is wrong, right? So if you rest, you will feel better. Okay? So next one. If it here adalah hari. Kalau hari tu hujan. So if it rains, correct lah, because simple present. Rain adalah tak boleh bilang. Sorry, day. It is a day, so day is singular, so put rains. So if it rains tomorrow, we'll go to the cinema because we cannot go to the park, you cannot go to other places. So we will go to the cinema. Okay? Any question? Ask because later on the second and the third it will be difficult. Okay, that's grammar. Grammar is always like that. If there are many rules, and if you go further down the rules like number 4, number 5, number 6, they'll be harder. You understand? Okay, first conditional adalah zero conditional adalah fakta, facts. Okay, but second, first conditional adalah your own sentences. But when you see your sentences, you must know one is in the present with the if, and then the effect or the outcome with the will. Okay. Any question? No question. Okay, let's continue. Let's look at exercise now. Okay, for this one, 1 to 6, you have to answer. I'm going to ask everybody to answer. So I'm going to on your mic and then you have to answer. Okay, number 1, if it, I will not. Okay. When you write sentences, there are two. One is called positive or affirmative, and then there's another one called negative. So a positive sentence or affirmative will say, for example, will. Okay. But a negative sentence will become will not. Example, okay, will not. So to do contraction for will not, you must change and become won't. Okay. Okay, that's example of contraction. So if it, I won't go to the park. So if it, what's the answer? Please write your answer. Take out a piece of paper and then write the answers. So there are 6. And then you can check because it's good to do. For example, there are 6 questions, right? Or sentences. So when I show you the answer, you check the answer. So you know, oh, I got all 6 correct. So you know, oh, I understand. If is, for example, you get 2 out of 6 correct, then you know, oh, actually I don't understand, so I need to ask the teacher. Okay, we call it self-assessment, penilaian diri sendiri. So if students never do self-assessment, you will never be successful. Because why? Because you do not know whether you understand or you can do or you cannot do. Okay, when that happen, you will never change because you will never know which part am I weak, which maybe I'm not good with grammar. I need to study grammar. Okay, you do not know. So when teacher give you questions, you better do, because now we can't really go to school and then be in class, right? So only you will know whether you know how to answer or not. Okay, we call it self-assessment. Self-assessment means pelajar kena cuba menilai diri sendiri. Okay, so there are 6 questions there. And I have answer for number 1. If eat, I won't go to the park. So I'm going to stop my sharing. Okay. Okay, I'm going to keep all this writing. Okay. So I'm going to stop first and let's look at your answer. Let's look at Google Meet now. Okay, do you have answer? Do you have an answer? Oh yeah, somebody is okay, I need to admit there's a problem. Again, somebody has gone off. Just now there were 12, now 10. Somebody has gone off the meeting. And there are 2 Haris here. Why Haris? You are using one phone and one laptop, is it? Okay, can I have answers now? Daing, can you tell me the answer just now? Rains. Okay, Daing say rains. Okay. Lavarash say rain. Okay, wait, there are people coming in. Sorry, I have to admit. Okay. Okay, there are how many people here? Chong is here, Daing is here, Shamia, Harith, there are 2 Harith here. Hazira, Iman, Khalis, Lavatrash, Alina is here, Naufal, Patricia, and Sneha. So it has changed, right? Somebody is in, somebody is out. Okay. So there's a problem with Google Meet because I have to admit you in. So sorry if you are late. We are already doing the second or the first conditional tense. Okay. So good. The answer is rains. Okay. Okay. So it means that you understand. Good. So I'll show you again this one. Can you still see my slides? Class, please answer.
Yes.
Okay, good. So for those who were absent just now, we did the conditional tense. Okay. We did conditional tense. Conditional tenses or conditional sentences, there are 4, 0, first and second and third conditional sentences. When do I write, teacher? Conditional sentences you write means when, number 1, you use a fact. Ayat yang menggunakan fakta. So bila ada ayat fakta, you must use this formula. If plus present plus present. Okay. For example, if you do not brush your teeth, you get cavities. Cavities is lubang pada gigi. Okay, number 2, when people smoke cigarette, their health suffer. So, smoke and suffer both are present simple. Okay, so that is a fakta, fakta here. Okay, general truth is fakta. Okay, next. For example, you want to write sentences about science, okay, in your science experiment. So you say, when you mix A, okay, okay, for example, I'm gonna write, let's try this again. Sorry for the the people who have been here for some time. So let's just teach the new one who just came in, okay? For example, you want to write scientific sentences. For example, you say, if you make a sentence, okay? If we mix or if we combine, so mix is present, chemical A and chemical B. Okay, for example, you are in the lab, you're going to write sentences for your teacher. So if you write, if we mix chemical A and chemical B, okay, so you will write, okay, you will write, normally you will write, we will get. Okay, the moment you say we will get, this is wrong. Okay, because bila campur A dengan B, awak dapat apa? Dia tak mungkin akan dapat. Because the formula if, kalau dia adalah fakta, it must be if plus present plus present. Simple, okay? Present simple. So if we mix A and B, so the answer will be only we get. Okay. If we mix A and B, we get C, example. So you must use get, not will get. Okay? So that is called zero conditional sentences. Okay? Then we did the exercise just now. Okay, let's look at the second. For the first conditional sentences, which is a kemungkinan berlaku, sesuatu yang kemungkinan berlaku, dia bukan fakta. Fakta must use present. So if kemungkinan berlaku, you must put if plus the simple present simple or simple present tense, and then the second sentence must have will and the original root verb. Okay, example. So good just now. Okay, I think somebody wants to enter. Wait. I think somebody wants to enter the Google Meet. Yes. Who is this? Who is Haspirudin Basirun? Are you using your parents' phone? Okay, who is this? I know who is Hadif. Okay. Okay. So sorry, there's a problem with Google Meet, okay? But it is being recorded. Okay, next. So I cannot delay this. Okay, for those who just enter, maybe you can watch the recording later on. So now let's look at the answers. I use the highlighter. Okay. If it, so is future. It is day. So the answer will be if it rains. Okay. If it rains, I will not go to the park. I will not go to the park, or I won't go to the park. Okay, number 2. If today, I'll go to the party tonight. Okay, so the given verb is study. So what's the answer? Don't write in the comment there, okay? Just on your mic and the answer is easier. Because normally Google Meet, we prefer to hear your voice. Okay, what's the answer? Anybody answer?
Study.
If I study today, okay, good. If I study today, I'll go to the party tonight, okay? Okay, good. So I will go. Contraction, okay? Okay, number 3. If I have enough money. Have ni teacher? Yalah, have ni present lah. Because past tense is had, right? So if I have enough money, I some new shoes. So what's the answer? There are 2 blank here. If I have enough money, I some new shoes. So what's the answer? Class, just on your mic and answer, no problem. If you get wrong also it's okay, because this is just among your classmates and you, okay? So if I have enough money, I some new shoes. What's the answer? Anybody?
I will buy.
I will buy. Good. Okay, at least one person answer. So I know, good. Okay, I know you can understand. So the answer will be I will buy some new shoes. Okay, good. So we got number 1 correct, number 2, number 3. If you got it wrong, you can ask me again, okay? I can explain the formula. Okay, number 4. She be late if the train is delayed. Train is, betul, present tense. Delayed ni bukan past tense. Delayed is adjective. Okay, teacher, what adjective? Okay, you see the word, when you have the word is, okay, I need to explain. When you have the word are, Okay, selepas ini adalah adjective. Because if you put verb, dia akan jadi D. For example, I put here. Let's look at the first one. For example, he. He is walk. Is it correct? He is walk? Wrong, right? You must write he walks. So if you say he is walk, okay, ini salah. Because he walks. Okay? So teacher, when I use is and are digunakan bila ada adjective. Okay? That's why it's dangerous to use is and are with verb. The only time you can use is and are with verb means when you have ing. He is walking. That is correct. Okay? That's why I do not like to use ing because normally you don't. Okay, if you look at, for example, novels, okay? Because there are some people who are expert in grammar, they always do research. So I read one research last time, Harry Potter's book. Harry Potter's book are written by who? I've forgotten the name. What's the name of the author? Anybody? Can you switch on your mic? What's the name of the author?
J.K. Rowling.
Huh? J.K. Rowling. Yes,
J.K.
thank
Rowling.
you. J.K. Rowling. Okay. So this English language expert, they always do research. So they say like novels written by J.K. Rowling, okay, Harry Potter. They use ing. She used ing in her novel. Ing is like was or were or is or are or okay am. So her continuous tense, we call it continuous tense, right? Ing, like was thinking, was was talking. Let's say was talking. Okay, for example, the sentences. What what's the name of the person in Harry Potter, for example? Harry was thinking. Harry was talking. Okay, so they make a research. Berapa banyak novelist ini tu guna ing, guna past tense. So he made a report. He said the whole novel, I can't remember which novel. Okay, maybe the first one. He said the first novel for Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling only used 20% of the continuous tense. Okay? So he wants to prove that normally we don't use continuous tense. Okay? So that's why when you have is or are, dia akan jadi adjective. For example, he is late. Okay. So for example, some of you came in late. I also was late. So I am, you can make a sentence, I put here, I am late. So I am late. Okay. So bila ada am, bila ada are, bila ada is, dia adalah dalam bahasa Melayu adalah seperti ialah. Okay. Ialah or adalah. Okay, this is in BM. So you cannot write sentence I am or he is walk. So because dalam BM dia akan jadi dia ialah jalan. Okay. So that's a problem with is, are and am. So you can say I am late. Or you can say he is tired. Okay. He is tired. So look at this word again. Delayed. Okay. Teacher, kenapa tiba-tiba ada past tense? No, it's not past tense. This is an adjective. Delayed means lewat. So, she dash 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 be late if the train is delayed. Delayed means dia tak sampai pada masa yang tepat. Okay. So, the answer here will be B. Remember, the sentence can be positive or negative. So, anybody switch on your mic and try to answer number 4. She be late if the train is delayed. So what's the answer?
She will be.
Good. She will be. Huh? She will be late. She will. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I shouldn't put the answer here. Sorry. This is already the answer. Okay, so this one shouldn't be here. Yes, she will be late if the train is delayed. Okay, good. Okay, next. She will miss the bus if she done. The three blank. Okay, the answer is the word given is leave.
If she
She'll.
does not lot.
Huh?
If she does if she does not leave soon.
If she does not leave soon, she will miss the bus if she does not leave soon. Okay, good. That's correct. Okay, if she does not leave soon. Okay, the last one, good. The last one, if I her, I'll tell her. Okay, C. So what's the answer? If I her, I'll tell her. Very easy. Anybody number 6? Just on your mic. If I her, I'll tell her. Very easy, right? Anybody on the mic? Nobody wants to answer. Yes? If I her, I'll tell her. Very easy, right?
I see.
If I
See.
if I see her, I'll tell her. Good. Okay, good. So at least you understand what is the first conditional tense. Okay, so this answer. If it rains, present simple, I will not go. Okay, this is will. So remember the formula. If plus present simple plus will, okay, plus the root verb. Okay, so this one also can be will not. Okay, so this is a formula. Okay, if plus present simple plus will or will not, and then you must write the original verb. Okay, if I study today, I will go. If I have enough money, I will buy. She will be late if the train is delayed. Next, she'll miss the bus if she does not leave. If I see her, I'll tell her. Okay, good. So now you are looking at something which is a bit hard. Okay. Okay, let's look at the sentence. We are looking at second conditional sentence formula. Maybe you can copy the formula. If now we are using past simple. Teacher, kenapa? Okay, let's check first. And then we are using would plus infinitive. Just now we use will, right? But now we have to use would. Why? Okay, this is the reason. Second conditional sentences are useful for expressing outcome, keputusan, kesan, that are completely unrealistic. Bila awak guna formula if dengan past tense dengan would, dia akan jadi perkara itu yang nak diterangkan adalah unrealistic, tak logik, tak mungkin berlaku, or will not likely happen in the future, tak mungkin akan berlaku. So we use simple past in the if clause. This one is past, okay? And then auxiliary modal verb. Okay, here I put only would. Can you see there? But you can also put could, should, would, might. Okay, so would ini boleh diganti dengan could, should, might in the main clause. Why? To express unrealistic or unlikely outcome. Tak mungkin berlaku. Example, if I inherited, yes, past tense, a billion dollars, I would travel to the moon. I would travel. So can you get $1 billion? Tak mungkin berlaku, right? In the sentence, okay? So that is not logical. And then can you travel to the moon? Also not logical. Okay, number 2, if I own a zoo, can you own a zoo? Maybe. No, I think it's impossible, right? I might let people interact with the animals more. So might let. Okay. If I inherit $1 billion, ni dah salah. Tak boleh inherit. Must inherited because past tense. I would travel to the moon. Ini betul. But then the first one, inherit, is wrong. Okay. Sometimes you forget, you tend to write this. Benda yang tak logik tak boleh guna present, kena guna past tense. Okay, if I had a lot of money, yes, correct. Had is past tense because present is has and have. I would travel around the world. If I had a lot of money, I would travel around the world. Okay, can you have a lot of money? Not possible, right? So, something tak mungkin yang berlaku. For example, you write sentences. Okay, this one I need to tell you, English is also like something a bit unique. Okay, because they are like syarat. If, or no, maybe there are other conditions. Okay, so we'll check later. Okay, so let's look at the sentence. Why? When you do this exercise 3, you will know that there is another condition. I will tell you later. Okay, so number 1, if I win the lottery, I would buy a big house. So what's the answer? Anybody? Can you win the lottery? It means not logical, right? Because you don't even buy the lottery. So I would buy a big house. So what's the answer? Anybody? Yes?
Won.
Good. If I won. Won is the past tense of win, right? Okay, good. Okay. Number 2. If I met, okay, this is past tense. If I met the Queen of England, can you meet the Queen of England? Queen Elizabeth, right? It's impossible, right? I went to Buckingham Palace, okay? I was in London 3 times. 3 kali, and 3 kali I went to Buckingham Palace. First time when I was very young that time, then I went again a few years after that. Then I went with my friends. The first time I went with a tour, I think. Second time I went with my friend, and during the second time a few years ago, I went with some of the teachers in the school. The Form 6 teacher, okay, Dr. Lee. You know Dr. Lee, right? Okay, and then we went to Buckingham Palace. So they were having a marching. You know the soldiers in the red uniform and the tall black head. So they were marching. So I was recording the marching because we purposely go to see the marching. It's not easy to see, okay? So after that, the teachers backpack, okay, was open up. Okay, so they kena pickpocket. Okay, they are very, very professional. So when I was watching and recording with my handphone, also I feel like people were touching my backpack. So I keep moving my backpack around. Okay, and then she didn't realize that not her backpack, her handbag, because we have 2 backpack and handbag, and then they are very, very professional. One person was asking her for the time, and then when she was answering, it's a lady, okay, both were ladies. So when she was answering the question about the time, and then she didn't realize that her handbag was open. Okay, and then because we were separated, some of us were here, and then I went with about 6 people. So I was looking at them.
Hello. Guys, open the door. Buka lah, boys. Naufal, kita buka mic
No.
Naufal buka.
Why? Kenapa?
Kenapa nak buka?
Kenapa nak buka?
Yalah tercegan live tu.
What
Tak
happened
nak.
to
Dia
her?
tak nak ajar.
I think her screen
Sorry.
froze. And maybe her computer crashed. I'll
Let
turn
her.
my other account off.
Bye-bye, Shaina.
Ah, there she is. Finally.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear
What
me just
happened?
now?
Yes.
Oh, I was off a long time, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
How long was I off?
Few minutes.
Did you hear my story about the Buckingham Palace?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was off. That's a problem with Google Meet. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let's look at the answer. Yeah, I was thinking why I can't get any. Okay. So let's look at the second question. The second question is, if I met the Queen of England, hello. So what's the answer?
I can't say anything.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Because I was off, I didn't share. Thank you for telling me. Okay, I need to share. Present now. Thank you. Okay, can you see now? Wait,
Yeah.
Okay, can you see now?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, can you see the screen? Can you see the screen? What sound is that? Birds, pigeon. Somebody had pigeon, is it? Okay. So number 2, if I met, okay, met is correct because it is, you must use past. Okay, so the answer, who can give the answer for number 2? If I met the Queen of England, hello.
Will say hello.
Would say hello. Good. So the answer, let me use a pen. The highlighter will be too big. Okay, so the answer here will be would. Okay, would say hello. Okay, let's continue. She would travel all over the world if she rich. So what's the answer? Anybody? This is correct. Would travel. So the if clause, if she rich, this is called the if clause. So she would travel all over the world if she rich. So what's the answer? Yes, class? What's the answer? Remember the formula?
Ish.
What's the formula? One is if plus past tense, right? Past tense plus past tense. Another one plus what? Hello?
Hmm?
You better talk. If not, I think I'll be off the from the Google Meet again. If tanpa plus, tanpa dengan apa? Would, right? Would. We can write should and others. Okay? So this is the infinitive. So what's the answer here? She would travel all over the world if she reach B. So what's the answer? Anybody?
B.
Huh?
B.
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 B is never the answer. B adalah the verb to be.
Being.
B.
What is the verb to be? Kalau ada be, apa maksud dia?
Um,
If present will be is, am, and
Was.
right.
Was.
If present time will be was or
Will.
were.
Where?
So,
Were.
so what's the answer?
Was.
B.
Huh? She would travel all over the world if she reach.
B.
Was.
Cannot be
Was.
be. I'll just tell you. Be means it is, are, or am, or past tense, was, and were. Ini masuk be. Okay, be bermaksud kalau present tense dia adalah is, am, or are. Kalau past dia ada was or were. So she would travel all over the world if she
Is.
is. Mana formula dia tadi ni? Dia tengok formula asal dia. Tengok formula. If campur dengan past simple, campur dengan would infinitive. Am I right? So what's the answer? She would travel all over the world if she. Syarat dia kena guna past, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Because would sudah kat sini. She would travel all over the world if she. So what is the past for be?
Was.
What is the past time for be? Just now I told you, present is, am, are. Past time will be was, were. So what's the answer for here?
Was.
Was. Okay, somebody say was. Okay, let's check. Answer. You say was, right? Okay, let's wait. Okay. Because she was, he was, it was. Okay. The rest will be I was. Okay. They were, you were, we were. Okay, next. Let's look at this one. So done, done, done. Okay, next. She would pass the exam if she study. So what's the answer? She would pass the exam if she study. Anybody?
She.
Anybody want to try? Try.
Should.
She would pass exam if she dash dash study.
She.
Teacher, kenapa ada dua? If tak ada dua, dia jadi she would pass the exam if she studied, right? But there are two here. Okay, who wants to try? Want to try? Yes? Try. Don't be quiet. Because all of
She
you
had
are.
studied.
If she? Again, louder. She will pass the exam
If she had studied.
if she had studied. Okay, if she had studied. Okay, studied. I-E-D, studied. Okay, we done number 4. If I his number, I would call him. So would call. So answer is if
Had.
I his number had. Somebody said had. Wow, good, very fast. Okay, next number 6. If I were you. Teacher, kenapa I were? Patutnya I was, am I right? Class? Are you listening?
Yeah.
Kenapa dia were ni, teacher? Did you type wrongly? No. That's why I need to tell you something. English is always like that. There is something different. If I were you, I ... or dash out with that man. Go. So what's the answer? It could be negative, right?
Yeah.
If I were you, I out with
Would
that man.
not.
Huh?
Would not.
not. Okay, good. I would. Sorry for the marker panel is bigger. I would not. Tidak akan berlaku, right? So I would not go out, right?
Yeah.
If I were you, I would not go out with that man. Okay, let's look at the answer. Pay attention to number 3, eh? Pay attention to number 3. Okay, let's look at your answer. If I won the lottery, I would buy a big house. The answer would be, for example, I probably won't win the lottery. So, tak mungkin. Dia adalah tak logik, right? If I met the Queen of England, I would say hello. Both correct, right? Am I right?
Yes.
She would travel all over the world if she were rich. Tadi saya sudah tengok nombor 3, right? I asked you to give attention to number 3. Can you see the answer?
Yes.
Teacher, why were? She patutnya was, right? Okay, let's wait for this. Okay, let's wait for this. Why? Why ini pun were, teacher? Why? Let's wait for this. Okay, because English memang ada exceptional, kecuali. Okay, let's look at number 4. She would pass the exam if she. Just now somebody said if she had studied, right? If she ever studied. You cannot use had. Somebody said had just now, right? Okay, good, because you understand the function. But if you write had studied, dia tak jadi past tense. Because apa past tense for study? Studied, right? So ini past tense for studied. Kalau awak tambah had, dia bermaksud dia jadi past perfect tense. Dia akan jadi past perfect. Faham tak? Past perfect kita tak guna di sini. Past perfect nanti kita guna dalam the fourth situation, the third conditional tense. Okay? So tak boleh jawab had, because had adalah untuk ayat yang lain. So the answer will be if she ever studied. Okay, meaning is she never studies. So this won't happen. Dia tak pernah belajar, so tak mungkin dia boleh pass. Example, okay? So if I had his number, I would call him. The meaning is I don't have his number now, so it's impossible for me to call him. Okay? So bermaksud all this number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6 adalah situasi yang tak logik. Do you understand? But teacher, why she were, why I were? Okay, I will tell you later, okay? So let's go to the next one. Good. At least you can know, you know the formula. Okay, the last one. Pay attention to this, okay? This is the third conditional sentences. Okay, formula dia, nampak sekarang ada past perfect. Tadi I say past perfect, right? Sekarang kena guna if, excuse, if past perfect, and then kena campur would, have, and past participle. This is also perfect lah. You can use perfect or participle. Teacher, susahnya, yes. Because normally not many will write the last third conditional tense. Tak ramai orang akan tulis the third conditional sentences. Teacher, do I have to write everything? No. When you write sentences for your essay, you choose. If you are writing, normally people use the most will be 3. Kebanyakan pelajar hanya guna 0 conditional sentences, first conditional sentences and second conditional sentences. Okay? Tapi kenapa teacher? Well, I must have if campur past perfect. Apa maksud past perfect ni? It's very easy. Past perfect kena ada guna had. Okay, I gave you the formula, right? Go. Go is present or goes is present. Teacher, what is the past tense? Past tense adalah when. Teacher, what's the past perfect? Past perfect adalah had gone. Okay. So bila ada formula ini bermaksud tahu if kena campur past perfect, dia ada had. Okay, and then another sentence you must put would have and then past perfect again. Okay, example. Third conditional sentences are used to explain the present circumstances, situasi sekarang. Would be different, akan jadi berlainan if something different had happened in the past. Okay, I explain in BM. Ayat ini digunakan bila perkara tu sudah berlaku dan akibat dia pun sudah ada, tetapi dia akan jadi berlainan if something else happen. Wow, difficult, right? So that's why not many people will use this. Okay, I repeat, use the past perfect here. Had plus past participle in the if clause If clause bermaksud ayat yang ada if. And then the modal auxiliary would, could, should, etc. ni. This one, okay? Okay, you can use would, could, should, and then campur dengan have, campur dengan past participle in the main clause. Okay, I explain lah. Teacher, apa clause ni? Clause adalah bermaksud separuh sebahagian ayat. So, ayat yang ada if, dia dipanggil if clause. Tapi ayat yang lebih panjang ni dipanggil main clause. Main clause bermaksud ayat utama. So, conditional sentences adalah ayat yang ada dua bahagian. Satu dia ada if, dipanggil if clause ataupun ayat yang ada if, dan satu lagi ayat yang ada akibat dia, outcome. So, itu dipanggil main clause, ayat utama. So, I repeat, conditional tenses adalah ayat yang ada dua ayat yang digabungkan. So, ayat pertama ada if, ayat yang kedua dipanggil ayat utama. Okay, can you understand? So, in the third conditional sentences bermaksud saya sudah buat sesuatu sudah berlaku dan akibat dia pun sudah ada. Okay, you have an action and then you have the effect, but it could be different if you do something else. Okay, wow, difficult, yes. Okay, let's look at the first one. If you had told me you needed a ride, I would have left earlier. Okay, tetapi perkara ni sudah berlaku. Bermaksudnya awak tidak beritahu saya, awak perlu tumpang. So, saya tak pergi lebih awal. So, jika awak telah bagi tahu saya akan pergi awal. Okay, so the sentence will be, if you had told me you needed a ride, I would have left earlier. Number 2, if I had cleaned the house, I could have gone to the movies. Ini bermaksud, jika saya telah bersihkan rumah, saya sudah boleh pergi menonton wayang. Okay? Sebab perkara ini tidak berlaku. Okay? Okay, number 3. If you would have told me you needed a ride, I would have left earlier. Wrong. Tak boleh because ayat yang pertama kena guna past perfect. So, ini salah. So, ini answer will be, if you had told me you needed a ride, ini betul. I would have left earlier. This is correct.
No would.
Huh? No would. There's no would here. You look at the sentence here. Can you see the sentence? If is plus past perfect. Can you see that? Bila ada if, dia kena guna past perfect. So, this is not past perfect. Okay, there are two. I just told you just now, there are two sentences. Satu, if the if clause campur dengan the main clause. So, the if clause here, you must use past perfect. Okay, so the answer will be, if you had told me you needed a ride, okay, and then the main clause will be would have. So, I would have left earlier. Okay, yeah, it's difficult. So, the last sentence, if I had gone to bed early, I would have caught the train. Apa maksud dia? Jika saya tidur lebih awal, okay, saya akan sempat mengambil kereta api itu. I would have caught the train. Okay, so I repeat, the if clause must use had perfect tense. The main clause will be would have and then the perfect tense. Okay? It's not easy, right? That's why you have to write. You have to take a pen, a pencil, or a pencil and a paper and write a book. Because you see, I even did the form 3. The form 3 they were writing, and after that in WhatsApp also they ask, teacher, can I see the video again? Because I need to copy the formula. Okay? But not many ask me. Only 2 students ask me. Okay, it means that they want to learn. Okay, let's look at the questions. Okay, try this. Number 1. If she ... or ... she would have passed the exam. So, bermaksud, jika dia study, sepatutnya dia boleh lulus. Tetapi kenyataan sebenarnya dia tak study dan dia tak lulus. Okay, so who wants to answer number 1? If she dash dash, she would have passed the exam. So the given word is study. So what's the
If
answer?
have study.
I drink some water first, okay?
Have study.
Answer will be had studied. Good. Good. Okay, here will be if she, I write bigger here, if she had, okay? Because just now I taught you, saya dah ajar, if clause kena ada had, right? So if she had studied. Okay, so ini ayat adalah perkara tu sebenarnya telah berlaku tapi jika, okay? So if she had studied, she would have passed the exam. Betul tak teacher? Betul lah. Because if clause kena guna had and perfect tense. And then the main clause kena guna would have and the perfect tense. Okay, good. Okay, number 2. If I dash 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 so much, I wouldn't have felt sick. Ayat kedua betul tak teacher? Betul lah. Because negative. Would not have felt sick. Felt is the perfect tense. Because you have the word feel. Present tense is feel. Past tense is felt. Okay. Past perfect is had felt. Okay. So the main clause tu dah betul. Ayat utama dia dah betul. What about this one? If I dash 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 so much, I wouldn't have felt sick. So the word is it. Okay. What do you think is the answer? Yes? Anybody? So the if clause kena ada guna apa? Kena ada had, right? Class? The if clause kena ada had, right? So what's the sentence? If I had...
Okay.
Try.
If I would have eaten.
No, there's no would. You cannot write would there because would kat main clause. Would dah ada, right? Remember if got if, tengok formula balik. I think you're confused. See the formula, if ni dia mesti gabung dengan past perfect. Apa-apa berlaku kalau ada if ikut dia kena guna past perfect. Yang ayat kedua tu baru guna would have or would not have. So what's the answer? Try. It could be negative, am I right? If I eat so much, I would not have felt sick. So ayat kedua ni dia dah ada would. Sebab dia dipanggil ayat utama. So ayat if ni kena ada apa? What must you have? If I try. If you're wrong, it's good then you know, oh, I cannot write this. Yes, what's the answer?
Had not eaten.
If I had not eaten. Okay. So you said if I had, oh yeah, I cannot use this. I must use pen. Pen smaller. If I had not
Eaten.
What's a perfect tense for eat? Eaten, right? Okay, good. Somebody said eaten. Yes, good. If I had not eaten so much, I would not have felt sick. Okay, good. Correct. Okay, number 3. If we had, tengok tak if clause dia. Bila ada if clause, dia dah siap had. So, if we had taken a taxi, we dash the plane. So, the word is miss. So, what are the missing words? Now, slowly you can understand. If we had taken a taxi, we
Will not have missed.
would not. Okay, would. Would is correct. Teacher ajar tadi ada would. Okay, ada would, could dan sebagainya. Okay, so we would
Not
not
have missed. Have missed.
would not have
Missed.
missed. Okay, good. Dah pandai sekarang.
Wow.
We would not have missed the plane. Okay, good. Can you see that? So if you know all this, you can write better and better sentences, right? Okay, let's look at number 4. She wouldn't have been tired Okay, teacher, ini ayat apa? Oh, sorry. Ini ayat apa? Ini adalah ayat utama. She would not have been tired. Okay, nampak tak been ni? Okay, been ini menunjukkan asal dia adalah be just now. Have been, had been, okay? Teacher, kenapa ada been? I explain Sebab dia menggambarkan, tadi kita belajar apa? We learn that bila ada is, ada are, ada am, okay, you have is, are, am ni, asal dia adalah daripada the word be, right? The word to be. Be ni adalah untuk adjective. A-D-J, adjective. So, mana adjective dia ni? Tired. Okay, bila ada tired, dia akan jadi have been. Then later on, we will learn how to write be, been, and being. Okay, later we'll do that. So, she wouldn't have been tired if she dash to bed earlier. So, go. So, ayat kedua ini dipanggil ayat if clause. Right? So, what's the answer? She would not have been tired if she... So, what's the answer for number 4?
Had go.
Had?
Go.
What?
Had go.
Huh?
Had
Past
go.
perfect, past
Had
perfect.
went, Jen.
What is the
When?
past perfect for go?
Had went.
Had run.
What is the past perfect? Not past tense. Past perfect for go.
Go.
Goes.
Go.
Wait for what?
Had goes.
Go.
Okay, wait for what? I checked my phone just now. There was a bit like a call from somebody. Okay. Okay, next. Sorry, Okay, next. What's the answer? Yes.
She had go.
Had is correct. What is the past tense for go?
Past
Gone.
tense perfect.
What is the past
When.
tense? Dia tak, dia past perfect.
When.
So,
Gone.
go adalah
Go.
present. Past tense
Go.
adalah when, right? So,
Go.
dalam mana boleh going? Ada ing. We are not using ing. Tak pernah akan belajar ing. Because ing is dangerous. Okay? So, the answer will be
Had gone.
had gone. Yes. Good.
Gone.
Okay. Okay, let's look at go. Go adalah present or goes. So, past tense adalah when, right? So, the perfect is gone. Had gone. So, answer will be she would not have been tired if she had gone to bed earlier. Okay, the next one. She would have become. Betul tak teacher? Betul lah. Main clause ada would, ada have, ada perfect tense. Are you listening?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, remember perfect tense. Ada pelajar tak berapa faham, dia tak hafal. Contohnya come. Come adalah present tense. Okay? Or comes. Okay, after that, campur dengan, past tense will be came. Am I right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, tetapi past perfect, dia balik semula asal. Are you listening?
Yes.
Ingat tak buat? Remember the paper that I gave you got the 3 column? Original, then past tense and past perfect. Remember that paper?
Yeah.
That one you have to remember. So this is the answer. Okay, comes or come is the present. Came is the past and had come is the past perfect. Teacher, dia balik, yes, dia balik kepada come. Kenapa balik? Don't ask me. That is a formula. Okay, for example, I have run. Run, it can be runs. Okay, R-U-N-S, runs. But past tense dia adalah ran. Am I right? Am I correct? Ran.
Yeah, ran.
But tapi bila dia balik kepada past, dia pergi kepada perfect. Dia ada jadi had run. Dia balik kepada asal dia. So that's why you see here, she would have become a teacher. So dia jadi become. Understand? Dia adalah she would have become a teacher if she to university. So go. So what's the answer?
Had gone.
She would have become a teacher if she
Had gone.
this adalah had gone. Yes, good. If she
Gone.
had gone. So Gone had gone to university. Okay, next. He dash 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 on time for the interview. So this is the if clause. If he had left the house at 9 o'clock.
He
So
would have.
ah. So sekarang dia bagi the verb to be. So what answer?
He would
He would
not.
he would not he would not
He would not.
he would not be on time. Is that your
Oh,
answer?
yes.
Let's try. Okay, pen. He
He
would
would not.
not
Eh?
be. He would not be on time for the interview if he had left the house at 9. Okay, let's look at the answer, okay? So ini kita tak pasti, am I right? The rest we know. So let's look at the answer.
Oh,
I use a yellow one, okay? If she had studied, betul. Perfect tense. She would have passed. Yes, correct. Okay. If she had studied, she would have passed the exam. But really, we know that she didn't study. So she didn't pass. Okay. Ini adalah kenyataan ayat yang menunjukkan sesuatu yang telah berlaku. Tetapi sebaliknya boleh berlaku kalau perkara lain diubah. If I had not eaten so much, I would not have felt sick. But I did eat a lot. So I did feel sick. Okay. So that is the meaning of third conditional sentences. If we had taken a taxi, we would not have missed the plane. So are you correct, number 3 just now? We would not have missed the plane. Okay, good. Number 4, she would have been tired. She would not have been tired if she had gone to bed early. Betul. Okay, had gone. She would have become a teacher if she had gone to the university. Correct. Okay, let's look at the last one. Last one you answer, he would not be on time for the interview if he had left the house at 9. Okay, so here, he would have been on time. So answer will be have been. So your answer, B, right? So B salah. What is the perfect for B? Perfect for B is be in. Okay, so the answer will be he would have been on time for the interview if he had left the house at 9. Okay, can you understand that?
yes, teacher. No.
Any question? Okay, good. This is a bit difficult, but if conditional sentences are very important. Okay, exception. English memang biasalah. Ada yang kecuali. Exception ni kecuali. Exception and special cases. Case has. When using conditional sentences. Number 1, use of the simple future in the if clause. Okay, ada simple future pula teacher in the if clause. Okay. Okay, kenapa ini boleh berlaku? Very easy ya. Generally speaking, the simple future should be used only in the main clause. Sepatutnya will ni hanya diguna dalam ayat utama. Remember? I show you back the earlier one. Yang mana satu ni? Mana ada will? Do you see the will just now? Here, can you see that? The first conditional tense. Nampak tak ni?
Yes,
Dia ada
teacher.
will, right? Tapi ayat dia adalah formula dia if campur dengan present, campur dengan will. Tetapi kenapa dia boleh jadi will? Okay, kenapa dua-dua ada will? If clause pun ada will, main clause pun ada will. But normally I don't bother about this lah. Okay, biasanya saya tak pentingkan yang ini. When? Kenapa dia boleh jadi dua-dua ada will? We use simple future in the if clause and then in the main clause pun ada will. Okay, one exception is when the action in the if clause will take place after the action in the main clause. Okay, example, if aspirin will ease my headache, I will take a couple tonight. Apa maksud dia? Dua-dua boleh guna will jika perbuatan yang awal ni, if ni, dia akan berlaku selepas ayat yang kedua ni. Okay, can you understand? Kenapa boleh guna dua-dua will? Sekiranya ini adalah action pertama. Oh, I use blue. Blue easier to see. Okay, so apa maksud dia? Ini bermaksud ini adalah ayat yang berlaku awal, first action. Jika ini berlaku, ayat kedua ini pun betul. So this is the second sentence. So maksud dia, kalau saya makan beberapa pil, bermaksud saya akan sakit kepala saya akan hilang. Okay, if aspirin will ease my headache, I will take a couple tonight. Bermaksud malam ni saya makan aspirin. So bermaksud kemudian pening kepala saya akan hilang. Okay, teacher, this one difficult lah. Okay, you do not need to write this. Okay, so this is like seldom used. Bermaksud dua-dua ini boleh ditulis sekiranya ini action pertama. Okay, if clause will take place after the action in the main clause. Ini berlaku dulu, ini berlaku kemudian. Okay, dua-dua mesti berlaku. The action in the if clause is the aspirin easing the headache, which will take place only after the speaker or orang yang bercakap itu takes them later that night. Bermaksud dia mesti makan pil ini dulu baru pening dia hilang. Okay? So don't worry about this. I just tell you, you do not want to remember this, is okay. Okay, but the next one is important, okay? Tadi kita tanya kenapa she were and I were, right? Okay, this is the answer. Okay, ini penting ya. Were to in the if clause. The verb were to is sometimes used in conditional sentences when the likely or unlikely result is particularly awful or unthinkable. Bermaksud kalau awak tulis ayat, okay, bermaksud outcome dia, akibat dia tak mungkin akan berlaku. So in this case, were is used to place the emphasis on this potential outcome. Were ni digantikan. So bermaksud, are you listening? I, he, am I still on? Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Oh,
teacher.
Okay. Okay, wait, okay.
okay.
I'm still on, right? Okay, listen, this is the most important thing. Because just now, kat mana kat sini, right? This one. This one, remember? I was telling you kenapa she become were, I also become were, right? Okay. So I will show you the last one, which is the most important. After that, we finish. Wait, okay. So,
Dah pukul 11. 10.51. 10.51.
okay, we're going to finish this soon. Okay. So, kenapa guna were? Bermaksud here, it means that I, he, she, it. Okay, you have they. Okay, then you have you. Then you have we. Okay, these are called pronouns. Okay, I, he, she, it, they, you, we. Semua ini, all these, hanya guna were. You are using were. Okay, why? If the situation is awful or unthinkable, tak logik. Example, if I were to be sick, I would miss another day of work. Okay, bermaksud saya tak mungkin akan sakit. And then saya tak mungkin akan tak pergi kerja. Understand? So this one tak logik. So number two, if she were to be late again, she would have to have a conference with the manager. Bermaksud jika dia lewat, dia terpaksa berjumpa dengan manager. Okay, so ini tak mungkin berlaku. So bila tak mungkin berlaku, you use were. Okay, next. Is anybody want to be in? Okay, I think somebody left. Wait. Okay, wait. Someone want to join. ID is joining now. Okay, admit. Okay. Okay, never mind. So I think you have missed everything, but we can continue. Okay. That's a problem with Google Meet. I have to stop halfway and admit somebody in, right? Okay, I repeat. So we were using the highlighter just now. And then I was explaining. Kalau tak logik semua I, he, she, it, they, you, we, you must use were. Okay, the next one. If the rent were, teacher mana boleh? Rent satu patut was. Rent adalah sewa. Yes, tapi situasi ni tak logik. So dia kena guna were. If the rent were to have been a penny more. Kalau lah sewa rumah tu lebih 1 penny. Penny is the mata wang, currency for I think England. If the rent was to have a penny more, they would not have been able to pay it. Bermaksud kalau lah sewa tu sedikit saja, RM1 lebih, mereka tak mampu bayar. So tak logik, right? A penny means sikit ni, right? RM1. Takkan sewa dia, kalau sewa rumah adalah 100. Awak mampu bayar. But now dia jadi RM101. So tak mampu bayar. So situasi ni tak logik. Am I right? So if you have unlogical situation, you can use were. Example I can write a sentence. Contohnya saya nak buat ayat. What can I write yang tak logik? If okay, I were. Apa yang tak logik Who can I be? If I were Justin Bieber. Okay, let's how to spell Justin Bieber? I put JB If I were Justin Bieber, can I be Justin Bieber? Class?
No.
You cannot be Justin
Yeah.
Bieber. So, ayat ni dah tak logik, right? If I
No.
were Justin Bieber, I would. Apa yang saya nak buat? If I were Justin Bieber, I would.
Jadi penyanyi aku.
I would not marry the wife or something like that. Okay, if I were Justin Bieber, I would. What can I write? I what? I would sing. I would sing more song, right? I would sing more song. Okay. So ayat yang pertama dengan if clause ni dia mesti jadi ada were. So betul. If I were. Okay. So if clause ada were. Yang kedua ada adalah would and the original verb. So if I were Justin Bieber, I would sing more songs. Can you understand? But if you want to change, if he also can. Okay, for example, if he, kita ubah jadi he. If he, okay, tak mau I If he were Justin Bieber, okay, he, change here, would sing more songs, right? So tak kisah sama ada I, he, she, it, they, you, we. So kalau tak logik dia jadi must use were. Okay, for example, let's look at another sentence. Okay, I write at the bottom there, maybe you know. Okay, I erase first. I erase first. Okay, discard. Okay, now I discard, right? Okay, so I'm going to start again. Okay, let's look at another sentence. Kita cubalah ayat tak logik. If, apa yang tak logik? If the sun. Okay, if the sun. Apa yang tak logik dengan sun? If the sun were. Okay, were
Cool.
to rise. The sun rise from the east or the west? Class?
West.
West. Okay.
West.
Kita guna east tukar. Betul tak? Sun naik daripada west Matahari naik daripada mana? Timur ke barat?
West.
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 You do not know matahari naik daripada timur ke barat? Geografi.
West.
East.
East betul. Okay. East kan? So east ni betul-betul tak?
Kalau west kiamat.
So if the sun were to rise, okay, from where? From the west. Katalah tak logik. Boleh tak sun rise daripada west? So ini adalah tak logik, right?
Tak.
So kita buat ayat contohnya lah. If the sun were, teacher kenapa were? Because dia tak logik. So bila tak logik dia beri penekanan, so semua kena guna were. If the sun were to rise from the west, okay, what will happen? It would what? It would be a miracle. Example lah Okay, I just make a sentence. So to show that kalau dia tak logik, kena guna were. And then you do not see whether it's I, he, she, it, they, you, we. It's not important. Okay, can you understand? Can you understand
Yes,
now?
teacher.
Okay, good. So today that's the end. Okay. Don't write this, okay? This is okay, yeah, sorry. This is the quiz. Okay, now scan this one, and then there is a quiz for conditional conditional sentences. Okay, scan this, and then you can do, because this is important. Okay, this is taken from the British Council. So look at your book, look at your past two book, and next year you're going to use a close up semua ni daripada Cambridge. Okay, so ini memang daripada Cambridge. So I took 100% for Cambridge. So you can try to answer the conditional sentences here. And then if you score 80%, you can get a cert. Okay? So remember that if you fail, for example, you get only 70 or 60 marks, you can use your email. Okay? Use your father's email, use your mother's email, or your brother's or sister's email. Then you can try the test again. Okay? Are you listening? Hello?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, teacher.
try to do the quiz and then see what mark you're gonna get. So itu menentukan awak faham. That will show whether you can understand conditional sentences. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Attendance I will give later in the WhatsApp group. Okay?
Yeah.
I will give you later once we finish the lesson. Okay, dah scan the QR code?
Yeah.
Okay, good. You can see if it's
Yes.
right? Okay, that's all. So I'm gonna close my slide. Okay, I close my slide there. Okay. Okay, so I'm back here. I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay, stop sharing. Okay, I'm gonna on my camera. Okay, can you see me?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for coming
Thank
for
you,
this class
teacher.
today. The highest we had were 14 students. 14 is a bit lower because this is a combination of two classes. So never mind, let's have better attendance. Because like Form 5, are you listening? Form 5 last week we had meeting, and then the principal already make it compulsory. Dah wajibkan because Form 5 SPM So wajibkan guru kelas mesti ada sarana WhatsApp dengan ibu bapa sahaja. Because ibu bapa, parents have to be told pelajar yang anak dia yang tak datang untuk lesson, tak menyertai lesson online. Okay, itu memang Form 5 wajib. And yesterday, some of the parents were called to go to school to meet the principal. Okay, ada kelas yang ibu bapa dia kena pergi sekolah semalam untuk jumpa pengetua. Okay, this is only happening for Form 5. Okay, kalau PT3 ada exam pun, PT3 I think Form 3 pun kena ada mesyuarat dengan pengetua. Are you listening?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Already 3 meeting. The first meeting was meeting online dengan student Form 5. Lepas tu meeting online dengan parent. Lepas tu meeting online dengan guru. Dan semalam ada mesyuarat terus pergi sekolah. Okay, so yesterday there were PIBG there. The parents were there. I saw the picture the teacher shared. Okay, so dah 4 kali mesyuarat. 3 online, 1 lagi bersemuka. So hopefully it won't happen Nanti ada arahan. Semua kelas mesti ada saran dengan ibu bapa. Okay, so I hope attendance will be better. So that's all. I don't want to take up much of your time. It's already 11 o'clock. So we took nearly 1 hour and a half. Okay, which is quite good. Okay. thank you for coming again today to this lesson. And then remember that to stay safe and take care of yourself. Okay,
Okay.
bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye, teacher.
teacher.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye. Okay, thank you for coming. Nampak tak? Ada dalam Facebook I saw ada cikgu yang daripada Sabah, Sarawak. So dia pakai baju tradisional.
Ya.
Setiap hari dia tukar, betul tak?
Betul.
Sebab saya tak ada baju tradisional. I just wear t-shirt. So I cannot wear all the headgear, baju apa, kadazan, iban dan sebagainya. Okay? So attendance dia tinggi tau. Teacher, attendance 34 orang dalam satu kelas.
Wah.
Okay, so here only got 15. Maybe saya kena pakai baju tradisional. Or I put a Halloween, okay? Okay, so, okay, see you. Okay,
Thank you,
bye-bye.
teacher. Bye,
Thank you
teacher.
for coming.
Bye,
Okay,
teacher.
don't forget to do the quiz, okay?
Okay.
Teacher.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, you can leave the Google Meet now.
Teacher.
Yes.
You teacher record kan?
Ada record, yes. I will share later on, okay?
teacher.
Okay.
Because after I close the recording, Google because Google ni Google Meet semua Google lah, Google Drive, Google Meet, Google Doc, Google Slide. So dia akan save. So it takes yesterday saya cuba dengan class form 3 dia save agak lama lah, about 30 minutes like that. So after save, I will put in YouTube, then I give you the link, okay?
Okay.
Tapi link tu saya tak share public lah, it's only for unlisted. So kelas awak saja yang boleh nampak. Because sometimes I share some information that public tak boleh tahu, right? So don't worry, later on I will put in Google, in YouTube, then I share you the link and then you can see. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
So remember what grammar I teach you, actually these are the important grammar items. Okay? Okay, so I give you the attendance form later on. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Okay, I will
Thank you.
because I have recorded, don't worry. Okay, you can leave now. So I'm gonna stop recording, okay?